They say football is a game of inches, and nowhere is that truer than the penalty spot. 11 metres, just the keeper to beat. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But, as we all know, under pressure, even the coolest heads can lose their nerve. From bizarre run-ups to inexplicable misjudgments, today we're diving into the world of penalties gone wrong. These are the top 10 strangest missed penalties in football history. 1994, Pasadena, California. The World Cup final, Italy versus Brazil. And the weight of a nation rests on the shoulders of Roberto Baggio. He'd been magical throughout the tournament, but in that crucial moment with the score at 3-2 after a grueling match, the Divine Ponytail, as he was known, sent the ball soaring high over the bar. You could almost hear the collective gasp of Italian fans around the world. It was a miss that seemed to defy logic, a cruel twist of fate that handed Brazil the trophy. Baggio's slumped figure frozen on the pitch became an enduring image of that World Cup, a stark reminder that even the greatest players are human, prone to the same crushing pressure we all feel. Euro 2016, and Italy found themselves in another tense penalty shootout, this time against Germany. Step forward, Simone Zaza. Now, penalty run-ups are often a study in controlled aggression, but Zaza, well, he decided to try something different. His little tiptoe dance towards the ball was certainly unique. Unfortunately, unique doesn't always translate to effective. The ball rocketed skyward as if headed for the moon, leaving Zaza with his head in his hands. It became an instant internet sensation, a masterclass in how not to take a penalty. Sergio Ramos, a man known for his last-minute heroics, his defensive steel and, yes, his occasional fiery temper. But in the 2012 Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich, it was his penalty-taking that caught the eye, or rather sent eyes searching the sky. With Real Madrid needing a goal, Ramos stepped up and proceeded to blast the ball into orbit. It was a miss so powerful, so spectacularly off-target that fans joked it was still in the air. Proof, perhaps, that even the calmest players can succumb to the pressure cooker of a penalty shootout. Now we venture into the world of non-league football, where the pitches might be a bit rougher, but the drama is just as real. Peter Devine, playing for Chorley against Whitley Bay, stepped up to take a penalty that, if converted, would secure his team's place in the FA Vase final at Wembley. What followed was the stuff of legend, but not the kind Devine would have hoped for. He slipped, missed the ball entirely, and ended up sprawled on the turf. The cameras, broadcasting the match live on television, captured every agonizing detail. It was a miss that became instantly iconic, a reminder that even at the humblest levels of the game, pressure can turn the simplest task into a Herculean challenge. Neymar, the Brazilian magician, known for his dazzling footwork and audacious skill. But even the most flamboyant players can stumble when faced with an empty net. In a Copa America warm-up match against Honduras, Neymar decided to treat the occasion as a showcase for his talents. His run-up was a blur of step-overs and feints, but the finish, let's just say it lacked the same finesse. The ball clattered off the post, leaving Neymar with a sheepish grin. A valuable lesson, perhaps, that sometimes simplicity is key. The Panenka, a penalty kick so audacious, so cheeky that it requires nerves of steel to even attempt it. Jan Kermorgant, playing for Reading in the Championship playoff final, clearly fancied himself as a bit of a risk-taker. With the game on the line, he opted for the delicate chip down the middle, expecting the keeper to dive out of the way. Problem was, the keeper didn't move. The ball nestled comfortably in his gloves, and Kermorgant was left to rue his decision. A high-risk move with a high cost indeed. The Etihad Stadium, home of the Manchester City, and the stage for a crucial Premier League clash against Liverpool. The score is locked at 0-0, tension hangs in the air, and up steps Riyad Mahrez with a chance to win it for City. What follows is the stuff of nightmares for City fans. Mahrez, normally so reliable from the spot, unleashes a rocket of a shot, straight into the stands. The cameras cut to Pep Guardiola, City's manager, his face a picture of disbelief. It was a miss that proved costly, as Liverpool went on to win the title that season. Francesco Totti, the Emperor of Rome, a one-club legend, a player who seemed to defy time itself, but even gladiators have their off days. In a Serie A match against Lazio, Totti stepped up to take a penalty only to see his effort saved by the keeper. Fair enough, these things happen, but what happened next was truly bizarre. The ball rebounded right back to Totti, presenting him with a golden opportunity to redeem himself. Instead, he blazed the rebound over the bar. 2 bites at the cherry, and he missed them both. Proof, if any were needed, that even the greatest players are not immune to the occasional shocker. The 2010 World Cup in South Africa, Ghana, the last African team standing, are on the verge of history. It's the dying seconds of extra time in their quarter-final clash with Uruguay, and they're awarded a penalty. Score, and they become the first African nation to reach the World Cup semi-finals. Asamoah Gyan steps up, the hopes of a continent resting on his shoulders. He strikes the ball cleanly, but it cannons off the crossbar. Ghana go on to lose the penalty shootout, and Gyan is left to carry the weight of that miss. It's a moment that still haunts Ghanaian football, a painful reminder of how close they came to making history. Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez, 2 of the greatest goal scorers of their generation, playing together for Barcelona. Surely they couldn't miss a penalty if they tried, right? Well, in a La Liga match against Celta Vigo, they decided to test that theory. Instead of simply slotting the ball home, Messi, in a moment of madness, opted to pass the penalty to Suarez, who was running alongside him. It was a move they'd apparently practiced in training, but in the heat of the moment, it all went horribly wrong. Suarez, caught off guard, completely mistimed his run, and the ball trickled harmlessly wide. It was a moment of pure comedy gold, a reminder that even the best can overthink things. So there you have it, 10 of the strangest, most inexplicable missed penalties in football history. Penalties, as we've seen, can be a cruel mistress. They can turn heroes into villains, dreams into nightmares, and leave even the most seasoned professionals scratching their heads in disbelief. Which miss had you wondering if you were watching a blooper reel? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to ShockMojo for more epic top 10 moments from the world of sport.